one.
Can you feel that?
Oh yeah, feel it. Feel it right.
Does it feel good?
Real good.
What feels better?
Punched by a UFC fighter.
Feels what?
I said it feels like I got punched by a UFC fighter this morning.
No, well, I don't know. If you were punched by a real UFC fighter, you'd probably be in the hospital.
You're probably right about that.
But, you'd probably feel like you do right now if you got hit by, like, Logan or Jake Paul. Like,
Yeah,
the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I would laugh that one off. But yeah,
Well, hey, do you think that their fights were real?
I'm starting to think that was all staged.
Oh, Tyrone Woodley.
I think that was staged more than
Here,
a
let me do it. Ready?
WWE event.
Smack. This here, it's a message. Just
Yeah.
pull it in, and then the guy you're fighting drops his hand and goes,
Yes.
"Go ahead and hit
Yeah,
me,
hit me.
hit me."
Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
Fire
it is
away.
what it is. How's it going?
It's going good.
Another installment of the Crankers,
Yes.
Morning Crankers. It's tough to do. It is. Everybody's out there, and 9:00. It's kind of when everybody's like in work.
Yeah.
9:00 used to be the time that the people that were watching what you do, they call them supervisors, but they literally go in and sit down and do paperwork
Yeah.
for most of the time. Yeah.
It's like the Dr. Evil thing. You over there writing something. You over there with the knobs. You over there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, that's literally what it is. So 9:00 is like when they come around.
Right.
Right.
It is.
So if I was you, I would turn this show up.
Crank it up.
We do not promise that there won't be anything offensive.
Yeah, I can't promise you that.
We do not promise that this is good for children.
And I definitely can't promise that my tongue will not slip a few times.
Yeah. What is that? Slip of the tongue?
Slip of the tongue.
Slippery when wet.
Slippery when wet, lady.
You know how it is.
I know how it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, everybody's wondering, do you do this at night? Do you do it during the day? And that's the fun part about it. Sometimes it's at night. Sometimes it's in the day.
That's right. It's for you to guess and you to find out.
Well, Morning Crankers is morning crankers.
Crankers.
Yeah. Some people have a problem with that, though.
Yes.
But however, being that we live in the day that we can think and believe anything we want, there is no transcendent truth.
Yes.
I believe that morning can be any time of the day that I want it
That's right.
because I believe it.
We're transcending the nation by
Transcendence.
transcendence. We're sending it from one day to the next to you. This broadcast.
I don't know about that type of ideology. You know what I'm saying? So, what'd you have for supper last night?
Having manwich.
You're having manwich tonight?
Manwich.
What'd you have last night?
What did we have last night?
Anything good?
I had chicken, I think.
Chicken. What kind of chicken?
Up here. You know that story.
Yeah, the deep fried chicken.
Yes.
How was it?
It was good.
Was it really good?
Really good.
So do you go over here, over there? Because there's like a battle of the chickens in this town.
I started going to this one once I ate it. I was like, man, this is actually better than.
You think that one's better than that?
It's a toss up now because they have changed
They have a little bit.
because of the jibby jabby.
The thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm eating there and I'm still not getting sick.
Right. Me too.
It is what it is. Speaking of sick,
Yeah.
what do you think of what's going on in the NFL right now?
What's that now? All with AB?
No. There's a new story out today that Flores in Miami got fired, and it must have been a racial thing because the guy from the Colts didn't get fired, and he's white and he's black and blah, frickin' blah, blah.
Right.
I didn't think Flores should get fired.
Yeah.
I didn't think the other guy should get fired. However, I'm not management.
Right.
Just because somebody gets fired doesn't mean they're fired because of their color.
No.
I mean,
Fired because they didn't do their job.
well, you got Tua.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
You go out, you get your guy. Because if you remember, the Dolphins wanted Tua before any of the rest of them. He wanted Tua, right?
Yep.
Flores did.
Yep.
He got who?
Tua.
He got Tua.
He got him.
Okay, so now what? I mean, you get the guy that you want, and unfortunately, he does get hurt.
Yeah.
But for 2 years, what sort of improvement Have you had that guy at the Flores at the Realm? And I'm not saying he's terrible.
It's and I really won't say that it's all on Tua's not playing bad here lately.
Okay, what is it?
I really believe it's their offensive line not giving him enough time to throw.
You know why? Because they're not drafting enough Wisconsin Badgers.
They're not drafting those good Buckeyes players.
Well, the Buckeyes have never had a good line.
Oh, they always have.
That's why you got a bunch of quarterbacks that can run really good. You know, the Wisconsin Badgers quarterback, he sits in the pocket. He's a true pocket passer.
Yeah.
Like gold.
Yeah.
And the reason that he can is because of the line. So my objective is to get the Miami Dolphins to quit firing coaches. And all they got to do is go into the draft and take some Wisconsin Badger linemen.
I agree. They should take some Buckeyes players too. It would
Like who?
really improve their team.
Like who?
Oh, I'd name a lot.
Well, there's that one guy that's on the street that quit at the Rose Bowl.
I don't
that cornerback.
Him, he'll quit on you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. AB quitting, that sent the wrong message to all the kids.
And it sent a bad message to me as a fan.
It did, but I kind of understand where he was coming from.
Yeah, they were wanting him to play hurt. I more the more you read into it, and it's like, I don't know, is he telling the truth or because he's been known to tell a few fibs.
Well, according to other teammates, he's not lying.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the thing: he wouldn't go in the first half,
right?
After he got hurt. Supposedly, that's his story. Right. He went in and got an injection in his ankle, so it wasn't fixed, but the pain was gone.
Right.
And wanted to come back in the second half, and they said no, and they benched him. He said, "I'm going in." The coach says, "No, you're not."
Right.
Okay. So all that, you can pick a side, and I'm kind of in the middle, if you know what I mean.
I hear you.
However, I was a little bit pushed more towards AB's side when I saw a story about Gronkowski. Mm-hmm. Gronkowski needed some yards to get paid a whole bunch of money.
Right.
And they actually took Tom Brady out of the game. And Brady went in against what his coach said just so he could throw a pass and get Gronkowski the yards. I mean, okay, isn't that what he was kind of saying? Hurt, money. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so is Gronk a liar?
Right.
I mean, is Tom Brady a liar?
No,
I know you love Tom Brady, and I know you love the college team that he came from.
Yeah.
So, you know what they're talking about? They're talking about hiring that college coach for the Chiefs.
I know that's not happening.
Yeah, no, that's
maybe
not.
That's the Bears, but yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah,
I got something. You better hold on to your pants for.
What's that?
You want to know how bad the supply chain is in the world? Not just America, in the world.
It's bad.
How bad?
It's real bad when you got products sitting off the coastline.
You do, and I mean, it's affected you personally, right?
It has. Yeah, it's affected people that I work with, and
right, because you can't go to work because there's no
inventory, no product,
and you need product to build product.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys work with metal, fiber, all that stuff, and some days you'll run out of one metal.
Yeah,
and some days you'll run out of the other metal.
You just don't know.
Yeah, and it's not the people that are trying to get the product. It's not the buyers per se.
Right.
It's just it's not available.
It's not the company's fault, and it's not the buyer's fault that they're getting it from's fault.
So what is the weirdest thing that you've heard a shortage of?
Just being out of just the regular raw material, like what we need to build.
Well, speaking of raw, I want to say something about raw.
Okay.
Norway has told its conscripts to return underwear after service. This isn't a joke. This is real.
My goodness.
Hang on a second. This is a train wreck.
It gives a whole new meaning of stripes.
Copenhagen, Denmark. Conscripts in Norway have been ordered to return their underwear, bras, and socks after the end of their military service so that the next group of recruits can use them.
Wow.
The Norwegian military said Monday that it is struggling with dwindling supplies in part due to the pandemic. The Norwegian Defense Logistics Organization said because of a challenging stockpile situation, this move is necessary as it provides the armed forces with greater garment volumes available for new soldiers starting their initial service. In a press release, spokesman Hans Meigenset said that proper checks and cleaning of the reuse garments is considered an adequate and sound practice. Until recently, the roughly 8,000 young men and women who every year do their military service returned their outer clothing, but were allowed to leave the barracks with their underwear, socks, and bras as they were issued. This is a stinky situation.
It is.
You know what I mean? Okay, you're a young Norwegian soldier.
Right.
Male, female, doesn't matter. I want to know your feeling about having to put on somebody else's clothing.
That's just, I think there's so many things wrong with that.
Well, I mean, it's one thing, coats, jackets, pants.
Could you imagine someone that wore those clothes and then they turned around and wore them right after them? And
Let's talk about this for a second.
It's like peeling wax or something.
Well, you're a guy.
Yeah.
Can we just have some guy talk for a second?
Let's do that.
Okay, how many guys do you know that haven't left a couple streakaroos in a pair of undergarments?
Yeah, me being one. Yeah.
Well, I'm one. I mean, it happens. It's a guy thing.
When you're young and dumb.
Well, it's just,
part of life.
It's called shit skidding. Okay. It is. I mean, if you eat the wrong beans the night before, you know what I mean? You go to work, it doesn't matter. You might have to change your underwear 2-3 times.
But it's not like I'm a shardaholic.
No, but it happens.
It happens.
Every guy has that pair of underwear that has the holes in them.
Yeah.
That, woman, don't you dare throw away my favorite pair of underwear.
I should have said shardaholic.
Well, are you a shardaholic?
I'm not a shardaholic.
Well, you'd never do that in front of the Pope, would you?
Maybe.
How about a princess?
Never.
Okay. That's what I thought. Well, anyway, I mean, it's bad enough now that the country of Norway, a great tradition. I mean,
Yes.
when I think of Norway, I think of my family ancestry, and I think of mountains, snow, hard workers, Vikings.
Yes.
Sven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I sure don't think about having to reuse underwear.
No.
And is that clean?
Is it sanitary?
Well, they said it was sanitary. Proper checks and cleaning. The reuse of garments is considered an adequate and sound practice, according to their spokesman, Hans Meisensget. Meisensget. Okay, here, you pronounce this. Meisingset. Meisensget.
Mason not. I don't know. Mason.
Yeah, well, and people think this is, he just got one of those funny stories again. Check this out. Do you know what the AP stands for?
Yeah, Associated
Press.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Associated Pricks.
Yeah.
They put this is not a funny story at all.
Right.
This is literally a story by the Associated Press.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It is.
All right, so what do you got?
What do I got? The Monsters returning to TV, Hans.
Ooh, the Monsters.
One of the greatest old TV shows.
Love the Monsters.
Rob Zombie.
Ooh.
Who's sharing new photo and updates of the production.
Ooh.
Yes, I guess they've been working hard on this movie. As shock rocker, Rob Zombie continues production on his upcoming reboot of The Monsters. He's keeping us well fed via his Instagram. Today's new BTS image features 2 principal cast chairs being transferred between sets, sandwiched between 2 new detail shots of 1313 Mockingbird Lane. If you remember, Hans, that is where the show was. While last month, we were privy to some behind-the-scene transfer shots aboard a truck. Today's transition seems to be much closer to home. The entire Mockingbird Lane was constructed in Hungary. Are you hungry? So it seems like the majority of shootings will take place at this one-built location. Still, we can't help but ponder where they were off to last time. If you have any guesses, let us know. We've been reporting on the Monsters updates since July, when Zombies first announced the project. Since then, him and his crew have uprooted to Hungary, where they built an exact replica of the old 1313 Mockingbird Lane. In fact, everything shared via the filmmaker's social media have stirred extremely true to the original 1964 series. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans, on this great oldie coming back to TV?
Well, my daughter, Morgan,
Yes.
she just did that play where she was Elvira.
Right.
It was awesome. Yeah, she was kind of funny in it too.
Yeah.
I mean, she does get a little bit off the chip off the old block, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she always had that song, right around the corner.
Yep.
Death's right around the corner. Get it? Core under.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all for good programming from the elder days to come back.
But they're filming it not in the States, Hans. They're filming it in Hungary.
Well, Hungary.
Speaking of that, I'm hungry right now.
Well, I don't mind it being in Hungary. Do you?
No, I don't either. I don't mind it being in Hungary. I think it's cool, though.
Well, sometimes I think we got to get out of the same line of thinking and the way that things have always been done, like we have in America.
Right. Speaking of hungry, Hans.
Oh,
I know, right? Man, I am hungry.
Wait, are you really hungry?
I'm really hungry.
Okay, I want you to remember something.
Yes.
Maybe this will bring back memories.
Let's hear
Do you remember the bacon glazed donut, maple
goodness.
glazed
Heaven.
bacon donut from Hertz Donut?
Yes, that was heaven.
You don't work up there by that area anymore, so it'd be like an extra 20 miles for you to go.
Pretty much. Yeah. 15, maybe 20. Tops.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Speaking of that, you know what I think we should do?
What's that?
I think that we should take a commercial break.
Okay.
And our commercial breaks are a little different than everybody else's commercial breaks.
Right.
But I want you to tell people how they can support the show.
Oh.
And then I think the very first thing that we should do is we should go up there and get a maple glazed bacon donut. They should call it the Baconator. And we should send that to them for the very first person that does this for us. What do you think?
I agree.
All right, go for it.
All right, guys. Oh, wow. This is going to the toilet? I hope not. All right, guys. We got a sale over at MyPillow.
MyPillow.com.
Mike Lindell and those great people over there are selling them for 66. What is it? 66 or
66%
off.
That's 66.
Says the man.
But you have to use promo code. Yeah, Claude.
Promo
See what I mean? That's why we went.
That's why the toilet.
We went there. Come on, you're making that.
Oh my gosh, this is a train wreck.
All right, hang on.
You are fired.
All right, let me talk.
I am a super genius.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, it's promo code Crankers
Yes.
over at mypillow.com. Now, he's got some new sheets.
Yeah, I want to try those.
Yeah, well, he's got some slippers.
I want to try those.
Love the slippers. You got a pillow.
Got a pillow.
How much
Love
better
that
do you
pillow.
sleep
I
since you got
sleep
that pillow?
so much better with my pillow.
Isn't it weird? Like you can push and form it to how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then it stays there.
That. Only pillow I've ever gotten it was ever like that.
Uh-oh. You know what just came on?
What came on?
I'm gonna pull this up. Oh.
Oh.
Can I tell people about this?
Sure.
Okay, folks. So we're doing a few things other than Unleash Jeremy Hansen and Morning Crankers. We're also doing some audio comic books.
Yes, we are.
Should we give them a sneak peek?
Give them a sneak.
This is a 5-minute sneak peek into Valen Rage.
Valen Rage.
Inception. All right, folks, we're gonna give this to you. It's Morning Crankers.
Yes.
I mean, so
And
hang
it's
with
our
us.
thing.
Yeah, here you go. The Chronicles. Valen. You are known, not by many, but enough. By me, your Reaper. This is the first transmission you'll receive as I blaze a bloody trail through this dystopian nightmare that you've created. This living hell that's replaced my little girl's future. Make no mistake, if it was just me and the rest of what's left of humanity, I wouldn't care. I'd already be dead. But her smile is lost to me. Thus, your flesh will be lost to you. Lost to you, like you lost half of humanity. Lost billions of lives through judgments and executions you passed down through world governments lost to you.
like the lost souls of the leaders and entertainers you use to allow death to masquerade as some greater good for us all. Lost to you, like the sun is now lost and replaced by clouds of red, of acid, of blood. Your biological mistakes to better our environment. Just another false promise lost through your rewriting of history. You have lost the world a lot. But like I said, you now have all that is left to lose. And I promise it will be taken from you. You'll hear every time I reach an objective and draw nearer to you. In fact, my first step is already complete.
All right.
Soon you'll receive my record.
What do you think?
I think it's awesome.
There's a little sneak peek.
Yes.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Okay, so the word on the street
Yes.
is the next episode. There's a few different characters other than Valen.
Yes.
And somebody we know very well
Somebody we know very well.
is going to be voicing some of them.
Yes, and I will be doing some of the voices.
No, I mean, so what did you think?
I liked it. I think they're going to love it.
Love's a strong word.
Well, it is strong.
It is.
It's credible.
Hey, it is what it is, folks. I hope you do it. I should have the YouTube channel, but it's a continuing thing because we needed to get away from politics, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Politics drags everybody down.
It is. I mean, it's 2022. We got our work cut out for us, but you know what?
Yes.
Time to start living again,
Yes.
like dating again.
Agreed. Start living.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
how's that going for you?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the dating section 101.
The dating section is closed still.
Yeah, that's not what it is. Okay.
The balcony is closed so far. We'll say that.
Well, hey, all the women can't get lucky enough to have a guy like you, right?
Exactly.
Well,
Tell them about it, brother.
I'll tell you about it, brother.
all right. So you're still single, is what you're saying.
Yes. I'm still single.
What's going to change that?
I think my attitude will change soon. Getting my place straightened up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's only taken like 6 weeks.
Come on now. 6 days, maybe. No,
6. Well, I mean, come on.
Yeah, actually, technically, it was only 3 days, guys. But yeah, it's just you got to start somewhere, and that's a start.
Is that where you want to start?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have had to.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're going to start doing something, be smart about it. Man, no matter what it is that you do.
Yes.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
A mafia fugitive was arrested after being spotted on Google Street View in Spain. Giacchino Jamino was lying low near Madrid, but another photo on Facebook showed a distinctive scar on his chin and confirmed his identity. You just got to be careful for stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
See, look at I put that right in the way.
You did. You did that on purpose.
It's okay. Yeah, don't do that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't be Norway.
No.
Don't be a mafia guy that gets caught on Google Street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, I pulled up this story because I thought that people would like it. 13 funny news stories that actually happened in 2021. From vagina-scented candles to the state-appointed wizards. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No, I haven't.
Well, here's one that we should remember because we actually talked about it. A Belgian farmer. Remember, he moved that stupid stone that was in the middle of his field?
Yep.
And he accidentally redrew Belgium's border with France.
Yeah.
It was the marking stone of a country.
Right.
And he moved it with his tractor.
Oh, wow.
You remember doing that story?
I remember. Yeah.
Well, don't do that.
Right.
For the love of goodness, don't do that.
Speaking of France,
France.
Yeah. I was watching Discovery Channel the other day.
Okay.
And they were talking about how French fries weren't made in France first. You know where they were made at?
I'm going to guess Ireland from potatoes.
They were made in Greece.
Ha ha ha. Oh, hey, that's a good one. Okay, here you go. You're originally from Michigan, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you're a Wolverine by heart.
No.
Okay, listen to this.
Uh,
I don't remember doing this, but it's a true story.
Yeah.
A Michigan judge ordered his parents, who trashed his porn collection, to pay him $30,000.
wow.
Okay, I mean, 38-year-old David Working curated an impressive collection of DVDs and VHS tapes.
Wow.
While he could be described as a movie buff, that hoard of antiquated formats exclusively consisted of porn.
Yeah,
But
he
when
was
his
a movie
parents
buff.
threw it away after he left their basement,
Yeah.
he sued them.
Wow.
400 cassettes and 1,600 DVDs,
Mm.
alongside a litany of disgusting sex toys.
Yeah, I'm sure them tapes have got a lot of scratches.
Well, in 2016, him and his wife divorced,
Yeah.
and he sought refuge to live back home with his parents in Grand Haven, Michigan, for 10 months before moving back to Indiana. It was then that he noticed a dozen boxes of porn worth $25,000 were missing. He sued his parents for surreptitiously destroying it during his stay.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to sue my parents regardless,
Uh-huh.
but to sue them over
Porn.
porn
That's
and then win.
that's Riri.
I mean, what are you going to, and literally,
And
it's
ain't
their
talking about
house.
Rewind either.
And if I tell my kids, you better not be bringing that porn into my house,
Nope.
and they tried suing me over it,
Yeah.
there's going to be problems.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Big problems.
Big time.
I mean, what would you do if your mom threw away your porn stash?
There's nothing much I could do about that.
You'd be pretty damn embarrassed that she even found one,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this guy
Would've been,
sues
yeah.
him. I mean, come on. Hey, $30,441, real story.
Right.
Do you remember this one? This is another true story from 2021. A London YouTuber who swore off men. Remember, she was having a problem
Yeah.
dating, and she fell in love with her alien abductor.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
I know. I remember that story.
There she is.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if she got that heart charm bracelet from her alien abductor.
She looks like she may have been probed.
There's something wrong with her. Do you see the little things on her head? Like
Yeah.
Mork.
Mork from Ork.
Yeah, she's no Mindy, though.
No, she's definitely no Mindy.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, come on. I remember some of these stories. The one I don't. But that's just weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's out of this world.
A New Zealand city council fired its official wizard after 20 years of service.
Wow.
Okay, now imagine you're back in like who's that guy with the little thing on his forehead?
Mm.
Moldegard or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
What was that?
What is that? It's a wart.
Yeah, and Hogwarts is part of it.
Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's the college, but what's the name of the show?
Oh,
Come on.
it's there.
Do.
Do.
No, you can't remember?
Can I ask Aaron Rodgers for 500?
All right, here you go. This name just kind of reminded me of something that would come out of Hogwarts College. Ian Brackenbury Chanel first appeared in the town square of Christchurch, New Zealand in 1976. Locals were befuddled and bemused. Standing on a ladder while dressed in a cloak and a pointy hat, the self-described wizard addressed passersby and cast spells on them. While the police initially tried to forcibly remove him, residents protested in Chanel's favor. Chanel continued to freely performing on a daily basis and was even declared a living work of art in 1982 by the New Zealand Gallery Directors Association. What do you think of that?
Wow. Was that Chanel number 5?
No, I mean, he could be from part of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's the movie we were thinking about.
No, we were thinking about Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if you got it. But
I knew it was one or the other.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird. Okay. How about this? Canadian singer accidentally inhaled the world's scariest drug and then live streamed it.
Wow.
You guys remember the flower?
Yeah.
What was the flower? I can't even remember, but I remember doing this.
Oh gosh. And it had Rick Ramus or whatever they got.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, no.
Not Ramus.
It's called an angel's trumpet flower.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's notorious for emitting a hallucinogen so powerful it's known as the devil's breath.
Mm.
The narcotic is called scopolamine, and connoisseurs have ominously dubbed it the world's scariest drug.
Wow.
You remember us doing the story on this?
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, we got it all here first.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a new pig-faced shark that was caught by the Italian Navy. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. That was called a bark, wasn't it?
Look at, look at that. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I remember
pigfish. You know what I'm saying? The pigfish.
Yeah.
This all happened in 21, man. And we're in 2022. What other crazy, weird stuff is happening right now?
Who knows?
I mean, there is weird stuff happening.
Ants are mating with flies, probably.
I mean, fish were raining
Yeah.
in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
They found, remember, the American geologist, discovered a volcanic gemstone shaped like Cookie Monster.
Yep. Remember
Okay.
that one too?
Well, it's because I like Cookie Monster and you like Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what else do you got for today?
I've got a big movie coming out, Hans. Jackass Forever.
Oh,
Oh,
Bam Margera.
yes.
He literally got kicked out of the movie.
I can't believe it though. But it's still gonna be funny, but without Bam, I can't believe it.
Have you seen Bam lately?
I haven't. I think he's going through some hardships though.
Okay, the last time I saw him, and I hope the best for him.
I do too. I
But-
hope the best for all them guys because they're classic.
If you could imagine a guy sitting at an English brothel, slamming whiskey, snorting cocaine, and having McDonald's delivered to him for 5 straight years without taking a rest or sleeping. That's what he looks like right now.
Wow.
Sad.
It is.
I mean, who's your favorite?
My favorite was Knoxville.
I liked Ryan Dunn before he passed away.
Yeah, Dunn was funny too. We talked about it earlier before the show about the Matchbox car.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was a good one.
Well, and he's also the one that came up with, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Sniffing the thing while the other guy,
yeah.
Yeah. It was trash television, but man, was it funny.
It was classic. And that's when MTV was still worth watching too when they had the show on.
You mean back when they used to play music?
Yes.
Okay, you want to know something that freaked me out? You know me, I'm a huge Yellowstone fan.
Yes.
I'm a huge 1883 fan,
Yeah.
which is the prequel to Yellowstone.
That's what I heard.
So when you watch that from the very beginning, MTV is the one that produces it. Both
That's
of them.
pretty wild.
Isn't it?
It is. Now they're making Westerns.
Well, and they're making really good ones, which just kind of blows my mind.
Right. And we need good Westerns. I always liked watching a good old Western.
Well, I want to know if you'd put this in your house. Speaking of Jackass,
Oh, I'll put Gwyneth Paltrow in my house.
did you read The Candle?
Oh, no. Oh.
No, this literally is a real thing.
Wow.
This is what she came up with. A bougie perfume. Bougie. This smells like my what?
Wow.
What?
It smells like her.
Mildly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to. Okay, Gwyneth Paltrow, I never.
Paltrow in candle form? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I might have to.
Yeah, Goop X Heretic is what it says on top. And I know it's heretic, but I'll just say heretic instead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we don't want no confusion this morning.
Yeah. Okay, no.
Probably enough of that.
Okay, if you had $10 to spend on this, would you buy this?
Oh no, show me.
Well, no, I mean,
Oh, you're talking about that candle?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Okay, do you know Gwyneth Paltrow's 50?
Yeah.
So she's still 18 years younger than you are.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my 50-year-old smelling candle that smells like, yeah.
Do you got a 49 male going on 68?
It's sickening because people actually bought it.
I know.
You know what I mean? People actually bought it.
I know.
I don't know. The next thing they're going to come up with some wax or something that smells like that, and you're going to coat your doors, or I don't know.
Well, kudos to her.
Kudos. Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's a little too far to the left. Oh, Lord.
So, anyways, we're still getting back into the swing of things here.
We're trying.
Yeah, like, how many stories did you have today? 4?
4.
And you already read your last one.
I still got a couple more.
You can't find it, right?
Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah, I know which one it is.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about football at the beginning of the broadcast, but we're gonna talk about the playoffs this weekend.
What do you need to know? The team that's going to win it all isn't even playing this weekend. Packers aren't playing.
They're not playing, but they're not the team that's going to win it all.
Oh, they're the team.
The team that's going to win it all plays Sunday night.
And Aaron Rodgers is going to have his 4th MVP.
Patrick Mahomes is going to win his 2nd Super Bowl MVP. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Mr. Rodgers is going to be driving the Corvette and the F-150.
Mr. Rogers, he's still in the neighborhood.
Yeah, well, that's because he's so good.
That's right.
Who do you think is going to win, honestly? I think the Packers are going to win it all.
I think the Chiefs going to beat the Pack in the Super Bowl.
So do you think the Chiefs can beat Tennessee in Tennessee?
I think they're going to do it this time.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, the scariest team for me is those 2 AFC teams. None of the NFC bother me at all.
Yeah, I don't see where it would.
Not coming through Green Bay, not coming through the frozen tundra.
You get too many West teams trying to come to Green Bay.
Right.
And if too many of them West teams win in the first round,
right. Well, I mean,
an easier path for Green Bay.
Think about it. The Cowboys play in a dome.
Yeah.
And they do open the top when it's really, really pretty outside.
The Rams play in a dome.
The Rams play in a dome. San Francisco can't play in cold weather.
Yep.
Who else do we got to worry about?
Dallas, I think, would struggle too.
Everybody, all of them, every single one of them would. And guess who's the number 1 seed? And guess where the NFC Championship is running through?
Your guys' house, and it's going to be, you said, ice cold.
Yeah. The extended forecast is actually unbelievably chilly, even for there.
Right.
So what I would like to see, I would like to have a revenge game against San Fran.
Right.
I would like them to come up there. I'd like it to be about 15 below zero, maybe 25 below with the wind chill. I would like them to watch the brilliance of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Mr. Jones.
Right. Yep.
That's what I want to see. How about you?
It would be good. It would be good. But I was going to ask you about some of these games, Saturday's games.
Sure.
It's the AFC. Number 5 Raiders at Cincinnati at the Bengals.
Cincinnati.
I guess Cincinnati too. Number 6 Patriots at the number 3 Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
I've got the Bills too. Okay. Sunday, the NFC kicks off. Number 7 Eagles against number 2 Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Yeah, I got Bucks too. Number 6 49ers at number 3 Cowboys.
Oh, that is a rough one there.
I'm picking the Niners. I already told you that's my upset pick.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
I'm thinking it's because they're struggling, and 49ers are coming in rolling, and their defense is really underrated right now.
Here's the thing. Mike McCarthy has had the 49ers number. Now, LaFleur, not so much. I mean, it's like 30% of his losses have came to the 49ers. However, Mike McCarthy always wins against the 49ers. And here's the other thing. The 49ers are really good at shutting down the run.
Yeah.
They're so-so with the pass. If you take Dak in Dallas,
yeah,
or Fort Worth or wherever they're at. Well, it's not
Dallas.
even one of them two. It's some other little town right outside of Dallas. Yeah. He's going to have 500 passing yards through the air there. I'm going to go against you on this one, and I'm going to take Cowboys.
Okay. And that's our first time we've gone against each other on one.
Right.
But that's an upset pick for me. All right. Number 7, Steelers at my Kansas City Chiefs, number 2. And you already know who I'm picking.
Yeah, you're going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs because I don't think the Steelers even belong in the playoffs.
They snuck in.
I think that
3 seconds left in that last game of the night last night. I watched that whole game.
The Colts deserve to be there more than.
But the way they played against the Jags, I don't know if they deserved it or not. I
told
my son.
The Dolphins.
You got to win to get in.
Well, you're right about that. But yeah, and that's the last game, isn't it?
No.
Okay. Give me the next one.
This is different this year. They're doing 7 teams.
Oh yeah.
And they got the first ever wild card Monday night football game.
That's right.
The number 5 Arizona Cardinals at number 4 LA Rams. You got in that one, Hans?
Who do you got in that one?
I got the Rams.
You got the Rams.
Yep. Because the Cardinals are coming in ice cold.
They are ice cold.
1 win in their last 6 games, something like that.
Yeah, it's really, really atrocious. I know that.
They started off hot and went sour.
Now, here's what I think. I am going to say that the Cards are going to win.
Okay. So
even though
a little upset, just a small team.
Oh no, it's an upset.
Well, it's a 5 against a 4. They're both close in record.
And who do they? What divisions do they play in?
They play in the NFC West.
So they're. I mean, there's never a blowout game.
No.
But here's the thing: Stafford has so much pressure on him. I think that's the difference. Kyler Murray can kind of run out there and do his thing.
Right.
Stafford came from the Lions. I think he won. I don't think he's ever won a playoff game.
No, he hasn't.
He's never won a playoff game. So there's all this mounting pressure on his shoulders. I'm going to take
both teams are struggling. I ain't going to lie, but I think the Cardinals have been struggling more.
I would agree. And the only reason I'm really going with the Cardinals is just to disagree with you on it.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a seriously close game.
Very close game. I think that's probably going to be the best game of the weekend.
And I'll take the Cardinals by a field goal.
I got the Rams the other way.
By a field goal. Okay, we'll see.
I literally think it's going to be a dead heat.
Okay, so if I win,
last kick.
If I win, you got to stop and get me one of them donuts. And if you win, you got to stop and get me one of those donuts.
Since neither one of us have any say on either of those teams.
Right.
You're a Pack fan and I'm a Chiefs fan.
That's right.
We'll bet on that game.
We're betting then?
That's a donut.
Awesome. Okay, good. You heard what I said, right?
You owe me a bacon donut.
No. That's not what I said. I said, if I win, you buy me a bacon donut. If you win, you buy me a bacon donut.
It's vice versa. No. No.
Hey, it's already.
No.
Okay.
If the Rams win and I win, you get me a bacon glazed donut.
That works for me. Works for me.
And trust me, if I lose, I'm a man of my word.
Oh, yeah. I'll have a maple.
I will have it for you Monday evening.
Maple glazed bacon donut. They're so good.
Matter of fact, who knows? I may save it for you to eat on the broadcast.
Yeah, and you know what? And if the first person that goes to My Pillow, and buys something, using promo code Crankers, we're going to ship one of them to them. Yep. Within the continental United States, this offer doesn't expand beyond that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just costs us too much money, and we're not made of money.
No, we're not making nothing yet. So
go get yourself something nice. I highly recommend the slippers.
I want to get the slippers.
I'll tell you, this is the honest God truth. Do you want to know what my favorite thing is that I've gotten from there that I bought?
Probably the slippers.
They're a really close second.
The sheets, I heard.
The sheets are good, but they're a close third.
Okay, wow.
The towels.
The towels.
The towels.
Really?
Have you ever had a towel and it seems like you got to wipe it all over you to get, and then they're soggy?
Yep.
These towels aren't like that. I don't know how they do it, but they take the water off of you and they'll actually dry relatively quickly without being soggy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're nice and they're warm.
Yep.
Just
remember it's 66% off, folks. And remember it's Morning Crankers, right?
Absolutely. No, it's just Crankers.
Just Crankers. It's just Crankers.
Just Crankers
on the code, and then you guys can get you some My Pillow.
Well, I'll tell you one thing we're not going to do, though.
What's
We're not going to be sending any Gwyneth Paltrow candles.
No. I don't think that would work with our boss man there.
No, it won't. And hey, it's that time of the show again. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
very
tuning
much,
into this crash, this train wreck.
Yeah.
We love you guys. See you tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, Thursday morning.
Get our days mixed up. I would have only done it 2 times a week.
Hey, it's working with a 68-year-old. It's hard on you.
Well, 49, we're going on 68.